Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Look at me, see me right there. Bam, flyer time. We have flyers out here. Martin Luther King Day weekend. I don't know where Martin Luther King Day ranks in the pantheon of weekends, of holidays, but y'all, if you're in the Lanham, Landover, Washington Commander region, I'll be there this weekend. Y'all come holler at your boy. Come holler at your boy. I'll be in the building. What up, everybody? It's your main man, Cletus Cassidy. Excited, man, on a Friday road day. So I got to get to Maryland. So that's going to happen in a few minutes. So just not going to be long with the show. But today is another edition of See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. If you don't know what See You in the Morning is, per se, people always want to know, well, what is this show? What is it? People be like, what am I tuning into? The actual answer is, who knows? You know, when you ask, what are you tuning into when you tune in this show? The only thing I can respond with you is I don't know. Because I have no idea. I wish I had a solid idea. I wish I could tell you, you tune into the show and you're going to get this. The reality is you never know what you're going to get. It is the epitome of Forrest Gump's chocolates. You have no idea what you're going to get until you get it. But it is my horrible idea to wake up in the morning and come and give you way too much information, talk too much about my life, just go over way too much stuff. Then I do it with a smile. It's a weird smile. Look at my hair. Look at the hairline. This is what we should be discussing. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Now, the first thing I do, man, if this is your first time hearing this, you're about to experience something so cold. If you watched this show before and you find it not robbery to come back and watch it again, I really do thank you, because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I definitely appreciate that. The first and only thing that's consistent on this show is me giving out the morning good mornings. And for the first three people that speak to me, I speak back to them. I get them the mythical medals, the M&Ms. That means that there's nothing you can do with them. You can't pawn them. You can't do anything with them. All you can do is say to yourself, I won a medal this morning. So the first medal, the bronze, goes to Ida Seaborn, IDA. Ida Seaborn. Ida Seaborn. You gotta love Ida. I knew a young lady last name Seaborn growing up, Teresa, I believe. Ida, are you related to Teresa? I know it's Teresa Seaborn, and I grew up with her. But that's a whole different story. We'll talk about that later. Winning the silver is Crystal Pennell, also known as TT, Tiny and Tasty. Of course, I don't know what her taste is. I don't know if she's tasty in real life, but she looks like something that you could buy at Panera. She looks like she just should live in one of those little glass display cases. You can just watch her live her life, except for her showers and stuff and her late night times and when she's masticating. And winning the gold, Kim Cat Thomas Jones. Used to be every day Kim won the gold. And then she just kind of let up and let some of y'all win. So Kim Cat Thomas Jones with the gold, TT with the silver, and Ida with the bronze. Also, here's Roberta. Troubles in the building. The Reverend Dr. Deacon Bishop Calvin J. Hill is in the building. Emmy Time, Emmy Place, Michelle McKinney is here. Delisa Dennis Kimberly bringing the Spanish flavor in here. Well, taco to you too. Taco to you as well. Shannon is here. There go Keisha. Keisha, baby, yeah. I think we forget all about that song. Dwayne in the building, my man Ping. James is in the building. They got you on the commercial. What commercial? I should be on it. If there's a commercial running, James, I should be on it because I'm the headliner. Good morning, Lynette and Lisa, LL in the building. Steve, K Mac, also an amazing comedian in the building. My best friend Rhonda, sometimes a good best friend, sometimes not. 99.99% of the time, she's a good best friend. But then there's that 0.1. She just drives me crazy. It's usually during her lady time. We're not supposed to discuss lady time, but that's what happens. Lisa. Now Regina. Now there's 2 Seaborns. Now it's just way too many Seaborns. Way too many Seaborns at this time. Yvette. Is there an HR department for my show? No, there's not. You can't report me to anybody. Lakeisha, LaBarbara, Double D, Candace, Rosetta, Zen. I'm sorry, Rhonda. Keisha's volunteer. Are you volunteering to be? What are you volunteering, Keisha? Are you volunteering to be HR? I'm so confused. Chanel is in the building as well. So today, couple of questions. I thought of this yesterday, as we prepare for getting married in 2026. So I know I said I got to go ahead and find a wife now. I said, listen, this is the time. There's so much happening in sports. Pete Carroll, Bill Belichick, and Nick Saban all retired on the same day. I cut my hand washing dishes, so I really need somebody to come on in and take over dishwasher responsibilities. I cook a lot for myself. I'm tired of cooking. I'm tired. Yesterday, my son and I, we were looking over dinner options. I was going in there to cook. I said, no, I'm just going to order a pizza. And then I let him choose the pizza place, and forgetting that he's a child and he doesn't know what's good pizza. He has no idea. He immediately went to Little Caesars. And I'm going to just tell you what, boy, if nobody makes a cardboard box taste better than Little Caesars. Little Caesars ain't even trying at this point in their career. At this point, they just throw the stuff on there and throw it in the oven and get it out. They're not there for taste. Little Caesars just about convenience. That's all. That's the only reason Little Caesars is there. Little Caesars is making money, millions of dollars off of convenience. At this point, I don't see the difference between Little Caesars, 7-Eleven, and Wawa. It's all the same pizza. And I haven't even had a Wawa pizza or a 7-Eleven pizza. I ain't even had one. But I'm telling you now, that's the only reason to go. If you got any kind of sophisticated palate, if you've grown up, you don't want Little Caesars. And that's what he picked. I would have rather just came home and cooked the Tombstone. James says Wawa pizzas is trash. And here's the thing. What I've learned is that, generally speaking, you can get some of your best food at gas stations. It ain't classic. Here's my thing. Would you rather your food be in a good atmosphere and mid, or at a gas station and fire? Now, Sam's Club pizza, undefeated. Undefeated. You can get Sam's Club pizza. I think at Sam's Club, you get a combo, a piece of pizza, a soda, and a TV for like $1.36. That Sam's Club pizza is what you want. I don't even know what they doing at Sam's Club, but their pizza is amazing. Dodge's Chicken. This is what I'm talking about. Would you rather go to a fancy restaurant, sit down, and the food be mid, or go ahead and run into a gas station, risk your life, but get some bomb gizzards? I don't know if y'all know where Bolden's is. Bolden's is a restaurant located in Portsmouth, and I can't even call it a restaurant. It's inside of a local corner store. But Bolden's in the back. They got an amazing breakfast. Bolden's breakfast is top tier. I'm gonna put it up there. I don't think there's a better breakfast restaurant than Bolden's. Bolden's restaurant is top tier. Now, you're gonna have some chemically dependent brothers and sisters outside. You might get shot. There may be drug deals happening, but if you can make it through that, Bolden's is what you want. It's very similar to the Piggly Wiggly. Piggly Wiggly's breakfast also top tier. There's just not that many Piggly Wigglies out there. There ain't but I think one Piggly Wiggly in my local area. Now I just think you should enjoy saying Piggly Wiggly. Oh, the grease on the Bolden's chicken. Listen, if you got your arteries are gonna clog as you order the food. As you order Bolden's, your arteries just be like, "This is what we getting. Let me start hold up." Gas station gizzards always fire, but in a place you might get shot. Piggly Wiggly's in Norfolk. It's in Norfolk, Virginia. On I think that's Princess Anne or one of those normal streets. Bolden's is in what I like to call Southside Gardens in downtown Portsmouth, Virginia. See, these are hidden jewels. Bolden's, man, Bolden's been in the community for as long as I know. I know some of the family at Bolden. Fire. I'm talking about that breakfast. The pancakes that they make at Bolden's with the slight hint of vanilla. Man, shoot. That's why you risk your life. The food has got to be that good. There is not, listen, you can take me to any of them, any of the diners, any of the Village Inn. What's another one of those places that we go for breakfast? Broken Egg. What's the one that's only open? They got the $1 Million Bacon. They only open for like 12 minutes a day. Golly, I know the name of that place. You can go there, fancy breakfast places. You can give you take all of those. None of those places beat Bolden's breakfast. None of those places beat Piggly Wiggly. First Watch. There it is, Delisa. First Watch. I said thank you, Lakeisha. First Watch. You can take me all the First Watches in the world. It's too classy. They in there washing dishes. Now I've never seen a dish washed in Bolden. Matter of fact, there are no dishes in Bolden. It's all styrofoam. Consistency, there's no consistency. You be like, let me get eggs. She just gonna scoop to her heart's desire. Let me get bacon. And you go anywhere else. Man, they're gonna tell you how many pieces of bacon you get. That's the cafeteria ladies at Bolden. You go there. Most places they be like, let me get a side of bacon, and they tell you you're gonna get 4 pieces. You go to Bolden, let me get bacon. They gonna give you a handful. Reach in and out. And I'm not taking anything from First Watch. I think First Watch is amazing, but Bolden's is watch first. So that's what you got to do. You got to watch first. Ain't no just jumping out your car going into Bolden's. You got to watch first. You get out, you watch, drive up. Don't even get out your car. Get up, you see what's going on. You assess the area before you go on Bolden's. You don't just jump into Bolden's. No. Ain't no way. You got to watch there. Watch first. You got First Watch and you got watch first. Bolden's is a watch first restaurant. Customer service, ain't no customer service at Bolden's. They don't believe in it. There's no need for customer service at Bolden's. They ain't got time. They ain't got time to be serving you as customer. You better get what you get. You better get what you get, and you ain't gonna get no ticket. You don't get nothing. They gonna write it down, and that's it. Put a piece of aluminum foil over it, and you out. Everything in Bolden's is amazing. It's made with a grandmother's love. Top tier. Ain't no chairs in there. You're gonna have to go eat it in the car. You're gonna have to go eat it at home. Ain't no tables, ain't no nothing. The food is located right by the dog food aisle. It's amazing. It's amazing. I think that when you start talking about food and restaurants versus gas stations generally win. Wawa may be top of the line sub restaurant. Wawa's a top of the line sub shop. Say what you want. I like the food. I like my gas from Wawa. I like the atmosphere. People like the coffee. Soul Machine. It's in Southside, right by the JP, right by the shipyard, Southside Gardens. Lisa said I ain't for that watch first experience. Listen here, Lakeisha, I'm gonna tell you right now, your food's still gonna be hot. I don't know how Bolden's does it, but your food never gets cold. They put a little piece of aluminum foil in there. I think that keeps everything warm forever. Wawa has made it to being a top tier sub place. You tell me a sub place is better than Wawa. Subway, I ain't been to Subway in so long. Subway don't even count. Zeros used to be jumping. Zeros don't crank like it used to crank. Wawa, every time. We ain't even talking about, I was just talking about the breakfast at Bolden's is top notch, James. We can't even get it to the later on in the day, the turkey wings, the ribs, probably chitlin loaves. Give me somewhere with better to sub than Wawa. I challenge you. I think the only place I've been locally and it's a sit-down restaurant, it's Southside Pizza. I think their subs are better. East Side, that's what it is. East Side. Lisa is not a gas station restaurant because they don't have no gas. They're just a convenience store. I like Jersey Mike's. I like Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's is delicious. The juice that they put on there. East Side may be the only place that got a better sub than Wawa, but East Side is a sit-down restaurant. I'm talking about a run-through. When we start talking about Jamaican food, I'm glad you brought up oxtails, Lakeisha. I think an oxtail cheesesteak is too much. I think we're doing way too much with cheesesteak. But when we start talking about Jamaican island food, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a place in Portsmouth that you look like you finna die in. Happy Time. Happy Time is what you want. And TT, we had this battle all the time between Sheetz and Wawa. Sheetz is not better than Wawa. It's just not. Listen, you go to Happy Time, that name is a misnomer. It's not a happy time in Happy Time. It's not a happy time in Happy Time. That you better be in there quick time. You better get in and get out. I don't know the last time they swept or mopped in Happy Time. The lighting is bad. It's automatically dark in there. The lighting is bad. All of this. Happy Time. But the food, delicious. My first ever, and I admit this for my life, I had to be about 38, 39 years old before I first ever had an oxtail. And I got it at Happy Time. Changed my life. Changed my life. See you later, man. Have an amazing Friday. Did you take a snack? No. At school? Are you going to? Don't worry about it. You can make it till 12. Yeah. Have a great day, man. Love you. See you Monday. James said, "Don't leave your car running at Happy Time." I'm telling you, the only thing that should be running at Happy Time is you. You should be running. You should be running in, running out. Food is amazing. Ain't nobody cleaned that restaurant. Ain't nobody did nothing. And it's like two different places, like a convenience store in the front, whole service area in the back. Amazing. And I love Mike Palmer's a good friend of mine. Mike Palmer is doing amazing things in the community over there in Norfolk. Opened up his own grocery store. He's got all the MP Island cafes. Those are great. He's Jamaican. I know he is. But something about Happy Time. They put a little something different in Happy Time. Happy Time comes with just all their food comes with just a touch of slavery and desperation. Just a touch. Z, you right. They give you your money's worth. They gon' You gonna eat. You can get out of there full. And Lisa, I don't know what's going on with you, Lisa. Lisa, there's a lot of matter of fact, happy Founders Day to all the AKAs. There's a lot going on with you, Lisa. You really food bougie. You really food bougie, Lisa. You've been going through a lot, and every unbougie place, at least one person out in has been there, except you. You just be like, where is this? All you know is regular restaurants. I need you to tighten up. I need you to tighten up, Lisa. You ain't eating good until you're risking your life for it. Until you get you some Hunger Games food, you ain't really living. You're not really living. You gotta have a little bit. You gotta already know how to talk. If you see Happy Time, you don't even know Happy Time is a restaurant. Any restaurant that's connected to a tire and rim shop, you know, got to be good. A tire and rim shop, you be like, hey, yo, go in that tire and rim place, man, and grab me some oxtails. You got to already know the oxtails gonna be fire. Fire. Anyway, where you can get food and weed same time, fire. Fire. Yeah, anywhere that you can go and play dice while you wait on your order, you know the food gonna be amazing. That's why I put y'all can have all of the Mr. Childs and Benihana's and PF Chang's you want. Oh, it's the 15th. My fault, Bree. And happy Founders Day also to the Delta. I'm gonna forget. Listen, anytime I forgot my whole thought, y'all made me forget a whole thought. It was a good thought too. And I done lost it. I done lost my whole thought. That's crazy. It was right there. That's what happens when you turn 40. Oh, that's why I say you can have your Benihana's, your PF Chang's. You can have all of those. You can have all those fancy Chinese food restaurants you want. Benihana's, Mr. Childs, any of those. Bangkok Gardens. Mama Chan's me. Mama Chan's me every time. Every time. I don't want pandas. I don't even know what they serving over there at Panda Express. I don't know what that Panda Express. It's not even made with real panda. Mama Chan's me. Mama Chan's me. Chan me up. Matter of fact, give me any of those Chinese food restaurants where you order your food by nickname. If I can't walk in your Chinese restaurant and be like, give me a small smoke, I don't want it. If you gotta order everything by real name, yo, let me get a large smoke. It's not Chinese. We all know Snoop. Ain't none of the meals served at the Chinese restaurants in the hood Chinese. We all know that. I'm just telling you, those are the best. Those are the best. All right, it's Friday. I had a topic for Friday. And Snoop, now that you're here, man, maybe you can help me with this thing. Yeah, I know you can help me with this thing because this is real life for you. I know this was Friday. I told y'all the 2026 wedding is getting planned right now. I got everything in place except for the wife. I got everything in place for the wedding except for the wife. For 2026, I'm going in. I've been reading different things. I've seen somebody having trouble getting their wedding number under 250. I guess 250 is a lot for wedding guests. So I'm gonna try to slide that down to about 100, 150 guests. So a lot of people gonna get mad. I might have two. I might have a formal and an informal. And so the formal wedding, I might keep it down to about 100, 150, and then the informal wedding, everybody can come. I'm throwing that around. You know, the informal wedding be more like just a big old party. We all just show up, turn up, and do the wobble. But here's some of the things that I was thinking about. Right? Do you have to find a spouse with the same sleep schedule you have? And I'm working on the wife application. You know, 'cause I'm not going into this half-hearted. I need her to fill out, check these boxes. I need to know what's going on with her. I had a good friend that's a comedian. He told me, man, make sure you go with her, take her swimming, and take her on a trip before you go anything, because 48 hours you'll start seeing when the medicines run off. Take her swimming, you'll know what she really looks like. Like if I ever date anybody and I hold your head under the water, if I keep in your head below water, it's only because I want to know what you really look like. What a Big B, man, a legend in radio here. How do you do it? How do you make it work? If you a night owl and she's an early bird, night owl, early bird, or vice versa. Like she goes to bed at 10, you don't go to bed till 1. She gets up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. You prefer to get up at 9. How do y'all make that work? How do y'all make it? And then when does the hunching happen? Now, Snoop, you don't have to tell us when you hunching. That's just your personal business. In fact, I actually don't want to know. You keep that to yourself. I'm just saying in general, when does the hunching happen? Should we, when you get your spouse, y'all let me know. It's some of y'all ain't, now y'all not answering. See, this is what I talk about, hood food places, and everybody's in. Now everybody. Separate beds. And I'm hearing that's the new trend. I'm hearing that's a new marriage trend, separate beds. I think that is a direct byproduct of the sleep number bed. The sleep number bed made everybody go to separate beds because you could set your sleep number bed up to the way you wanted it. Back when relationships used to last, everybody got in the same bed. If one of us was comfortable and one was uncomfortable, so what? We just flipped the mattress at some point. Your grandma and granddaddy didn't care. You had one bed until they got older. Then they went and slept in different rooms. Z said it just works. If you got opposite sleep schedules, it just works. I understand. I'm tired. I'm sick of you. You're getting up to pee. You're waking me up. All of that. That's just a lot. You're gonna end up fighting. As long as there's no grizzly beside me, I don't care when or how you sleep. And see, I've already been working on that, Z. It's a great question. I've already gotten there. That's what I got Pappy for. Pappy stops me from snoring. I go ahead and nobody cared about me until I put on the mask. I put the mask on. Pow, I'm in. Like a baby. Like he said, he can't snore. He can't snore. I can't sleep while people snore. What if you go to sleep first? See, that used to be what I say would be the key. You fall asleep first. I know it's got to be difficult for you to go to sleep if the other person is already snoring. But if you go to sleep first, the snoring don't matter. Roberta said hunch before lunch. That's what I'm talking about. I'm putting it on a t-shirt. They're going to try to steal it from me. Is that a deal breaker? Z said it's a race to fall asleep. I think good competition makes every relationship better. I think a little bit of competition makes it better. And see, and I told you right there, Snoop, I didn't need to know about y'all because y'all are my friends. I don't see that first of all, it's weird. It's weird. I think your married friends get it in, but you don't want to think about them getting it in. You know your married friends got to be doing it, but you don't want to think about your married friends doing it. The fact of the matter is, yes, they're in a loving adult relationship. Somebody's feet gonna be on the ceiling. Hopefully hers. But you'll never want to think about your friends doing it. Because it can lead to too much. You be like, I wonder if, and then what if, and then what if you start thinking and your homeboy being in some unmanly situations? That's your boy. You never want to be like, you don't want to find out, man, everything was going good. You know, the other day, man, she put a butt plug in me. Whoa, wait, hey, sir. Let's calm that down. You don't want to know. You don't want to know what your boys is out there doing. You don't want to know what your no. Nah. There's relations. That's between y'all. Y'all bed is undefiled. Don't tell me. No, I ain't saying you per se, Snoop. I know you staying straight up. You won't even talk about that. I'm just telling you, I wouldn't want to know. You don't want to know what your boys is doing. You don't want to know. Here's a reality, and I know Marche is on here, so this is how I know it's a reality. The reality is you got at least one friend that's into some freaky stuff. And you just don't know which one it is. You got one friend that's into something that you just be like, you putting the little red ball in your mouth? That's just the chances are that's just numbers. That's just the reality. Everybody in here got one friend that do something. If you knew they did it, you changed your whole view of them. Everybody does. Everybody got one friend in here that you just be like, I can't believe. Yeah. Yeah. You got one homeboy that's Buttmaster 3000. Or they are the one friend. Speaking of golden, you got that one friend. They be like, ain't nothing wrong with a little pee. I get in the shower, I sit down, and you know, that's how we set it off. You find out that's your friend is getting peed on. Changes your life. Changes the whole course of your friendship. Well, if it's all your friends, then Michelle, y'all already know. If all your friends, and it's including you, you ain't even know what if it's all your friends. If it's all your friends, that's you too. That means y'all are a group. Y'all are the new edition of sex. Y'all are nasty edition. If it isn't kink, birds of a feather. That's exactly right. And some of y'all are using feathers in a weird way. Yeah, some of y'all are using them feathers. What if it's all your friends? And it's you too. I never understood why folks discuss. I don't know why people talk about it. Either way, you know, they used to have that old axiom, and they would tell women, don't you go back and tell your girlfriends how good your man is sexually, because they're going to want them. And they're going to find a way to sample it. It makes sense. If you constantly talking about how good your cornbread is, the moment they get a chance to get some of your cornbread, they're going to get it. If you talk about how well you bake a cake, the moment you get a chance to get a cake, I don't see how it's going to be any different. You constantly talking about how good your man is. I'm waiting on these gizzards, Snoop. I'm waiting on these gizzards. You keep talking about it, but you don't post about the gizzards until you already cooking the gizzards. It ain't no dude. Right, there you go, Shannon. Let me get a little piece. Ain't no dude. I've never met a man. This is a true story. I've never met a man that brags on what his wife does in the bedroom. Women will talk about that to their girlfriends. Girl, let me tell you, Jonathan, work these hips. You ain't gonna never be out to lunch. You ain't never be out to lunch and a couple of fellas be like, hey man, let me tell you what Tasha did to me last night. Woo! Toe curler. Never. Dude, first of all, dudes don't trust other dudes with that information. Dudes definitely ain't trusting no other dude with that information about how good I know certain. Matter of fact, it just ain't gonna happen. It ain't. If a dude is telling other dudes about her proclivities, then he don't care about her for real. He don't care about her for real. Now he might let you know he gonna go get some, Hey, fella, I gotta go home, man. The wife's waiting. I gotta go get me some. You know, you might do that, but you ain't gonna let them know though. You ain't gonna let them know. Conversation that's gonna never happen between two guys about his wife, about their wives or their significant others. Is what that mouth do. You know, ladies, if he run back and tell his boy, Lord, let me tell you what she did. You ain't the one. You are not the one. He keeping it quiet. You will never find men telling what that mouth do. Ladies will, not men. Ladies do, men do. She's saying that's too much. We'll vaguely explain why our hair is a wreck. No, I'm telling you now, men ain't gonna say it. Men ain't finna say it. Let me get ready to get up there, man. Y'all, I'm in that area. I'm glad to hear that I'm on a commercial. That jank is great. All right, today's word of the day. I had to actually sit and try to figure it out. Okay. Today's word of the day is elision. Elision. E-L-Y Jen. E-L-Y Jen. Elision. Today's word of the day is elision. I just put it in there. What it means is something described as elision is blissful or delightful. And I keep telling y'all, I do not know the word of the day when I do the show. It just comes back to something I talked about the show every time. I'm telling y'all now, I promise you on everything that I'm kind of fond of, that I don't look at the word of the day early. I'm telling y'all, I don't. Elision is something described as elision is blissful or delightful in a way that evokes something otherworldly. Elision is also used to mean of or relating to Elysium, that is an eternal paradise for the souls of the heroic. I hate that word. Of the heroic and pure in classical mythology. Elysium. Y'all don't remember Elysium? Y'all remember on Gladiator when he was walking with his hands in the cornfield? And he was like, if you see me in something, then you are Elysium and you are already dead. So Elysium. So elision, something described as elision, is blissful or delightful in a way that evokes something otherworldly. They were motivated by the dream of retiring to a tropical isle and enjoying a life of Elysian ease. Listen, if you find a woman that can and makes every time feel like Elysian, if that mouth, what that mouth do is Elysian. Is Elysian. When it becomes Elysian, boy, that's you marry that one. Elysian. Oh, Lakeisha, I know you're a wordsmith. You gonna figure out a way to use Elysian in a. I spelled it Elysian. Elysiln. Elysium. If I find a woman that can make it feel, she can promise me that on a wedding night is gonna be an Elysian experience. I might go ahead and get her married before 2026. 2026 is the deadline. That's the deadline. If I don't get it done by 2026, because I'll be what 40, 42, 41, 42, 43 by then. Yeah, that is either that or never, or I'm playing the field for the rest of my life. I'm just gonna let go of my virginity and become a whoremonger. Those are my only two options at this point. I'm gonna either go from virgin to married man or virgin to whore. No middle ground. No middle. I'm gonna be working the middle, but there's gonna be no middle ground. Either I'll be 40, be 43, 2026. Turn 41 this year, 42 next year, 43. You could use it in a performance evaluation. If somebody does something and made that experience otherworldly, it's great. I'm getting out of here, man. Everybody that can come out, man. If you're in that area, if you happen to just be tuned into the show and you're in the Landover, Maryland area, man, come out, check me out there. That's going on tonight. I got one show tonight at 8. 2 shows tomorrow, 7 and a 9, and 1 show on Friday. On Sunday. And the Sunday show, they calling that a Christian show. Even though there's a 2-item minimum. So I don't even know how that works. Then in March, I got a big road week. I'm actually gonna kind of consider this kind of a tourish kind of thing. March 10th, I'll be Second Service Christian Comedy Show that's going on out there. Then on the 17th, I'll be at the Met Theater in Philadelphia. This is all March. March is a good year. A good month. If you want to try to check me out in some public performances. And I just booked something, I thought, on the 23rd and 24th. Oh, the 23rd, I'll be at Morning Star Baptist in Queens, New York. I'm getting back to Jesus in March. Gonna meet the Lord. Well, no, I'm not gonna meet the Lord in March. Let's not put that out there. And then the Comedy Loft in DC on March 3rd. So March 3rd, Comedy Loft of DC. March 10th, it'll be that's Delaware. March 17th, the Met Theater. March 23rd, Brooklyn. I'll be in New York. So March is good. February is good. Man, I'm getting out there, man. I'm back on the road. Back on the road. Oh, yeah. Listen, I think that's in PG County. So I'm going to be chill. I ain't even going to drive. I ain't even trying to drive while I'm in PG County, man. Like, I'm just going to, if anybody gets the ticket, it'll be the Uber driver or the bus. If they pull over the bus, then it is what it is. I ain't got time for these shenanigans. None at all. I don't even know if I want to go to the hood food spots in Maryland. That's a different level of. But yeah, send them to me, Candace. I know you know. Candace can go anywhere she wants to because she's a woman and she's 6'19". And so nobody bothers a 6'19" woman. You can go in and do whatever you want to do. Don't everybody be afraid. And she has a RBF, one of the sweetest people I've ever met in my life. I'm talking about literally give you the shirt off her back. But that RBF will throw you off. She just comes in the room looking angry. She's got 17, 18 kids. So she's automatically instant angry. It's crazy out there. It's crazy. But she's sweet as I'm talking about, do anything for you, anybody you know. She's great in that way, but scary lady. Scary lady. I don't want your number, girl. And that was it. Oh, I didn't know that was your cousin, Lynette. I apologize. Go to Eddie's Carryout. Okay, VK. Eddie's. I like it. I like Eddie's. I like Ben. Last time I was in the DC region, I went to Bus Boys. So that's just how that goes. Anyway, have a fantastic weekend, man. Make the most of your weekend, man. Take a moment just to live this weekend. I know we all get caught up in the things that we got to do. We got to run our kids here. We got to do this. We got to meet this. We got to do this. But just take a moment, even if it's a small 5 minutes, just to take those 5 minutes to be like, I'm doing this just for me. Take just a few just for me moments. Just pretend like your hair is a perm and just for me that thing. Real quick. It'll make a big difference, man, in the way that your life goes. And if Lord willing, the creek don't rise, we'll be back here Monday on Martin Luther King's Day. I'll probably be in a vehicle. I might take Monday off. I'll let y'all know between now and then. All right? We'll be back. But hey, until then, man, make sure you make somebody feel good today. Even if that somebody just happens to be you. Until then, until next time, man, y'all be easy. I'm out. Peace.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Yeah, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Yeah. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again.